Tired of waking up with painful leg cramps or feeling stiff throughout the day? You're not alone, and the good news is, the right foods can make a world of difference. In this video, we're exploring 3 simple, powerful foods that support stronger muscles, better circulation, and fewer cramps, especially for older adults. Before we dive in, let us know in the comments where you're watching from. We'd love to hear from you. And don't forget to subscribe so you never miss a health tip that could change your life. There's a certain kind of frustration that settles in when your own body starts interrupting your sleep. Maybe you've felt at the sudden jolt of a leg cramp in the middle of the night, that sharp, uninvited pain that lingers long after it's gone. Or perhaps it's the heaviness in your legs each morning, like your muscles are carrying the weight of yesterday's fatigue. If that sounds familiar, know this: you're not alone, and more importantly, there's something you can do about it. As we age, our bodies whisper reminders of the care they need. The cramps, the stiffness, the slowed movements, these aren't just signs of wear and tear. They're messages, signals calling for nourishment, strength, and balance. And surprisingly, some of the most effective answers aren't found in a medicine cabinet, but right on your plate. Today, we're taking a gentle yet powerful journey into the world of real food that supports the aging body with grace. Not trends, not quick fixes, but nutrients your muscles quietly crave. The kind of nourishment that doesn't just ease the pain, but helps you reclaim your mobility, your sleep, your sense of ease. Because when you fuel your body with intention, you don't just feel better, you move through life with more freedom. And that starts with knowing what your muscles truly need, so let's begin. It might surprise you that one of the most powerful allies for your muscles is something as familiar and humble as an egg. In a world overflowing with exotic supplements and superfood fads, eggs remain quietly powerful, unassuming, yet packed with exactly what aging muscles need to stay strong and responsive. Think of eggs not just as breakfast, but as building blocks. Each one contains high-quality protein, the kind your body uses to rebuild tired fibers and restore what daily life wears down. As we grow older, our muscles naturally begin to thin, a process called sarcopenia. It's subtle at first, maybe just a little more effort needed to climb stairs or rise from a chair. But over time, it can lead to weakness, instability, and yes, those dreaded cramps. What makes eggs remarkable is that they offer all 9 essential amino acids in perfect balance, ready to repair and replenish. Just one large egg delivers 6 grams of pure, usable protein. That's not just fuel, it's recovery, it's resilience. It's the quiet work your body does while you rest, so that tomorrow, your steps feel just a little steadier. But protein is only part of the story. Within the golden center of each egg lies something even more vital for aging muscles: vitamin D. A nutrient that, much like sunlight, tends to slip away from our lives as we spend more time indoors. And when vitamin D runs low, muscle cramps become more frequent, movements grow less coordinated, and bones lose the support they rely on. So, when you include eggs in your meals, whether it's a soft boiled egg with toast in the morning or a simple omelet at dinner, you're giving your body more than nourishment. You're giving it strength, protection, and a little bit of healing with every bite. But the story doesn't end there, because inside that same unassuming egg is another quiet protector: vitamin B12. It's one of those nutrients you rarely think about until its absence starts to speak louder than words. For many older adults, that voice comes in the form of tingling, muscle twitching, or even burning sensations in the legs, often brushed off as just aging, when in reality, the nerves are simply asking for help. B12 plays a crucial role in keeping the communication lines between your brain and muscles clear and precise. It helps maintain the myelin sheath, the protective layer around your nerves that ensures each signal arrives where it's meant to go without distortion. When B12 is low, those signals misfire and muscles cramp or spasm as if caught in confusion. The challenge is, as we age, our bodies don't absorb B12 as efficiently. It's not uncommon for older adults, especially those taking certain medications or eating fewer animal products, to quietly drift into deficiency. But here's where the beauty of eggs shines again. They're easy to digest, gentle on the stomach, and rich in this essential vitamin. For those who avoid red meat or find dairy hard to tolerate, eggs offer a middle ground nourishment without compromise. Just a few a week can support nerve integrity, reduce the risk of cramping caused by neuropathy, and restore a sense of calm to overactive, tired muscles. So, when you think of that morning egg, think of it as more than breakfast. It's a small, delicious act of self-care, a quiet investment in your body's ability to move, to rest, and to respond without pain, without interruption. Now, let's shift our attention to something a little sweeter, something that grows under the sun and carries the warmth of the earth in every bite: the banana. Soft, simple, and easy to digest, bananas are more than just a convenient snack. For aging muscles, they're a natural remedy, a source of gentle strength and essential balance. At the heart of their power is potassium. This mineral doesn't get much attention, yet it plays a starring role in nearly every movement your body makes. Potassium helps your muscles contract and relax with precision. It keeps nerve signals steady and ensures that fluids inside your cells stay balanced. But when potassium levels drop even just slightly, your muscles begin to falter. They spasm, they tighten, and yes, they cramp. Bananas deliver a generous dose of potassium, with a single medium fruit providing around 12% of your daily needs. But they also bring something more: a natural mix of magnesium, vitamin B6, and simple carbohydrates that work together to soothe and restore tired muscles. It's this perfect balance of nutrients and hydration that makes bananas especially helpful before bed, when cramps are most likely to strike. Imagine this: a calm evening, a cup of warm tea, and a banana an hour or two before sleep. It's a quiet routine, but one that prepares your body for rest instead of disruption. You're not just feeding hunger, you're nourishing every fiber of your muscles, whispering to them, relax, recover, and let go. For those who struggle with nighttime leg cramps, the solution doesn't always have to be complex. Sometimes it's as simple as returning to foods that support you with care, foods like the banana, designed by nature to help you move through life with a little more ease. Still, potassium doesn't work alone. It relies on quiet partners like magnesium to complete the circle of muscle health. And while bananas offer both, there's another group of foods that bring magnesium to the table in abundance, along with a unique combination of healthy fats, proteins, and antioxidants: nuts and seeds. These tiny, unpretentious foods carry a surprising weight of nourishment. Just a small handful: almonds, cashews, pumpkin seeds, pistachios can make a meaningful difference in how your muscles feel and function. Magnesium is essential for muscle relaxation. Without it, muscles become overactive, twitchy, and prone to cramps. But many seniors don't get enough of it, often unknowingly. Think of magnesium as the body's natural muscle soother. It doesn't just prevent cramps, it helps your muscles unwind after movement, calms nerve excitability, and aids in deep, restorative rest. And what's more, nuts and seeds support circulation through healthy fats, improving the delivery of oxygen and nutrients to every corner of your body. These foods are also beautifully adaptable. Sprinkle flax seeds into your morning oatmeal, grab a handful of pistachios as a midday snack, or add sunflower seeds to a salad. There's no need to overhaul your diet, just subtle, consistent choices that begin to build a foundation of strength from the inside out. And here's the truth: healing doesn't always have to come from grand changes. Sometimes it begins with something small: a few seeds on a plate, a conscious bite, a moment of intention. Each choice sends a signal to your body that you're listening, that you're responding with care. And slowly, those late-night cramps start to fade, replaced by steadier steps and more restful sleep. As we explore these foods, it becomes clear that nutrition is not just about filling the stomach, it's about feeding the parts of us that quietly carry the weight of each day. Our muscles, our nerves, our bones, they all speak in subtle ways, through tension, fatigue, or pain. And often, all they're asking for is balance. Balance in electrolytes like potassium and magnesium. Balance in protein for repair, in vitamins for nerve support, in hydration for recovery. It's not about perfection, but consistency. The kind that comes from making small, thoughtful choices over time, like choosing a boiled egg over processed meat or reaching for a banana instead of a sugary snack. And when those choices come together, something shifts. Not overnight, but gradually, like a sunrise easing into day. You might begin to notice your legs don't cramp as often after walking, that you're not waking up at 2 a.m. with that sharp, pulling pain in your calves, that your body feels a bit more cooperative, your movements more fluid, your rest deeper. This is the kind of change that builds quietly. It doesn't shout, it doesn't demand. It simply supports you, patiently, day after day. It's a reminder that the body is not the enemy of aging, it's the partner. It wants to heal, it wants to move, it wants to be well. And with the right support, it can. Of course, food is only part of the story. Just as muscles rely on nutrients, they also depend on movement, rest, and often overlooked hydration. Water is the medium through which every electrolyte flows, every nutrient travels, every cell communicates. Without it, even the best diet loses its power. Dehydration is a quiet thief. It sneaks in slowly, especially in older adults whose sense of thirst may have faded with time. You might not feel thirsty, yet your muscles tighten, your circulation slows, and cramps arrive uninvited. And so, supporting muscle health means not only what we eat, but how we hydrate. Pairing water-rich foods like bananas with proper fluid intake 6 to 8 glasses of water a day or more if you're active or live in a warmer climate can make a noticeable difference. Even something as simple as sipping herbal tea in the evening or enjoying coconut water after a walk helps restore fluid balance and keep muscles supple. It's about tuning in, listening for the small signs, dry mouth, tiredness, tightness in the calves, and responding with something as gentle, as simple as a glass of water. Because nourishment isn't always about more, it's often about enough. Enough water, enough rest, enough care, and sometimes that's all the body is asking for. And as we care for the body, let's not forget the intricate role our nerves play in this whole picture. Muscles don't act on their own, they respond to signals, tiny electric messages that travel through a vast network of nerves. When those messages misfire or grow weak, muscles can cramp, spasm, or simply refuse to respond the way they used to. That's why nutrients like vitamin B12 and B6 are so essential, especially for seniors. They keep that nerve communication clear and strong, ensuring your muscles get the right instructions at the right time. Without enough of these vitamins, even well-fed muscles can falter. Eggs and bananas, again, shine here not only for their protein or potassium, but for the nerve-supporting vitamins they quietly carry. B12, found in eggs, is vital for protecting the insulation around your nerves, while B6 in bananas helps regulate the very neurotransmitters that tell your muscles when to contract and, more importantly, when to relax. You see, everything in the body is connected. Strength doesn't just come from building muscle, it comes from supporting the systems behind it. And when your nerves are well nourished, your movements feel more certain, your balance more steady, your steps more confident. It's a reminder that health isn't about fixing one part, it's about respecting the whole, about recognizing that a tired body may need more than rest, that a cramp may be a whisper from your nervous system asking for a little more care, and in that awareness, healing begins. Healing, after all, is rarely loud. It doesn't demand applause. It reveals itself quietly in the ease of getting out of bed without that familiar jolt of pain, in the steady comfort of a night uninterrupted by cramps, in the quiet confidence of knowing your body is working with you, not against you. And with each small step, each boiled egg, each glass of water, each moment you pause to nourish instead of neglect, you begin to shift the story. It's no longer about just preventing discomfort, but about reclaiming a sense of trust in your own body. You may find that you're moving more freely, standing a little taller, feeling more at home in yourself. Not because you chased some perfect health routine, but because you chose presence, you chose to listen. And that choice, made again and again in gentle, sustainable ways, becomes powerful. Because strength at this stage of life doesn't mean pushing harder. It means supporting smarter. It means giving your body what it has always needed: nutrients, hydration, rest, and respect. And in return, it gives you something even more valuable: freedom. Freedom from pain, freedom to move. Freedom to live the days ahead with less worrying, more energy, and deeper ease. So, as we bring this journey to a close, take a moment to reflect not just on the foods we've talked about, but on what they represent. Each one is a small, everyday invitation to care for yourself. Not with grand gestures, but with quiet consistency. A handful of nuts, a soft boiled egg, a ripe banana before bed. These aren't just snacks, they're steps toward strength, toward steadiness, toward the version of you that feels more grounded, more energized, more free. And if the road to better muscle health, fewer cramps, and smoother movement feels long, know that you're already on it. Every bit of attention you give to your body is an act of healing. Every choice, however small, sends a message: I'm here. I'm listening, I'm ready to feel better. Because age doesn't have to mean limitation. It can mean wisdom, clarity, and yes, even renewal. Your body is still capable of so much, and by nourishing it with intention, you're giving it permission to thrive not just today, but for all the days still to come. So take a breath, give yourself credit, and keep going. Your strongest, most vibrant self may just be one small choice away.